Yeah.
Hey, you know I smoked weed with her before?
Did you really?
Yep. What's up, fellas?
What up, what up?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we going, huh?
Yeah. Mike's low. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
I hear you.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody
Quiet
doing?
up in here, man.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
I don't think we're gonna hear Mike.
No?
Well, if the
Hear
doorbell
something.
rings, Charles is here, right?
Yeah.
We got somebody here. Oh, fucking A.
Man, how long has it been? Been a long time.
Been a long time.
Shit.
For me. It's been a
Yeah,
long
we got
time.
the band back together, huh? Well, Dre Day's not here, but good to see you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Likewise.
yeah.
Do another group one, man. The group ones are always fun. I like
Yeah.
doing the group ones.
We ran 3 hours with Drake last week, man.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
That was a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, I was slacking this week. I didn't get that shit out. That's gonna happen this week though. That'll get out. I was a long episode though.
That was
3 hours. And we didn't even talk about jujitsu
no.
like at all.
What the hell were we talking about, man? Shit.
I don't even know. Lots of shit. Lots of shit.
I can't wait for Mike to get here, man. I want to fucking ask him about that damn chair, dude.
So Rolo, you experienced the chair, right?
Oh, yeah. I remember the chair.
So go into detail. So you basically just sit, you put a helmet on, and
Man, supposedly it's I don't know, like some therapeutic health chair or some shit, right? So you sit in it, and it's like in a good kind of relaxed like way of sitting, and then you have a headset, and your eyes are, you have like a little mask thing on. And man, no shit, I fell asleep after sitting in this thing, listening to the music. Like 10 seconds in, I fell asleep. I was like, what in the world? Mike's doing chores and shit, walking around. I'm like, oh my gosh, that dude. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that chair though.
Does he dose you with anything? You take anything?
Man, I sure hope not.
so I mean, did it help you though? You got a good sleep or what?
I felt like I slept. Yeah,
How long did you sleep in it?
man, like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I said, like I was saying before, like, I don't know if that thing is just in your head, right? Like you fell asleep in this thing and you're told that this thing's supposed to be really, really good for you and you get better sleep. Then you start assessing yourself more, like I was saying earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I felt like I slept good, but I mean, I felt like any other day, I guess,
Did you like?
Glad I woke up.
Yeah,
you went
right.
into. Did it feel like you slept for 45 minutes? Like, did you get that like really satisfying sleep, like a midday nap type feeling?
Well, so it was to the point where I woke up and I don't know how long it was. Like, I thought it was hours. You take a nap sometimes and your body, like, you wake up after 20, 30, 45 minutes or whatever the case. Yeah, that wasn't the case. So I wasn't sure. I was like, I woke up. Oh shit! How long have I been here?
Nice.
Type of thing,
Nice. That's some good sleep, man.
Yeah, it was all right.
It's aight.
Sorry.
Then you get up in that chair and fall asleep. I think Professor Andrew fell asleep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta try out one of them chairs, man. Try out one of them there sleeping chairs.
Sleeping chairs.
Sleeping chairs. Yeah. I've got I don't have, my pops has like a massage chair that's fucking amazing, and I could deal with one of those. I've used those before, and I want one of those, man.
Yeah.
Get like 45 minutes in that, you fall asleep in that, fucking get massaged down for a little bit. That's great. Better than getting dick down in the sleeping chair,
Oh yeah.
You're like, yeah, wait.
Some might think that.
All right.
Yeah.
It's debatable, right?
What made him want to get that chair? Did he see it? Or
So he's trying to open up a wellness center.
right.
Yep.
So that's one of the things that he's offering, like a therapeutic sleeping chair, and then I guess a sauna. I don't want to talk too much about his shit, but he'll probably come and talk all about it. When he gets here. So
Is he getting a float tank?
Yeah.
You know if he's getting a float tank?
no, that should be
that'd
awesome.
be tight,
though.
dude.
If you got
Yeah.
a float tank,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I heard those things are really good. From what I seen, you just kind of let loose and you're doing nothing but floating on.
Hell
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try it out. I've never done it. I could imagine. I couldn't imagine what I want to try to do is I want to eat some mushrooms and do that shit. That's
Dang.
probably tight to do.
Hey, you'll be in space.
Yep, probably. We'll see.
Literally.
I'll see when I get there. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you guys about
Yeah, I'll tell you guys all about it. Maybe I'll see DMX up there.
Maybe. Yeah. You go ahead and just try to eat a bag of shrooms, get in that chair.
Yeah, right. May never come home.
X gonna give it to you.
It's gonna give it to you.
Mike gonna give it to you.
First, you're gonna trip, and you're gonna roll.
Man.
Wow, it's quiet tonight.
Yeah, what's been up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Did you guys see the fights today?
Man, I haven't watched any fights in so long.
No?
It's hard to keep up. They have fights like every weekend.
Yeah, they do. Yep,
I just wait to hear about that shit on Sunday.
right.
Did Mighty Mouse get?
Yeah,
That's what I
Mighty
did
Mouse
see that
got
on Facebook.
knocked out the other
Really?
day. Yeah, I took a knee to the face.
Oh man.
But the difference is in one championship, he was on the ground, but you can do knees to a grounded opponent.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like with Piotr Jan versus Aljo, Aljo took the illegal knee and won the championship because of that. Demetrius is on the ground the same way, but ate a fucking vicious knee to the face and was out. You know what I mean? And so he lost his fight. But
In transition, trying to come up or something from the ground.
yeah, he was just he was on the ground on his knees. They were kind of like in a Demetrius is trying to get up. He's trying to hold him down, and he kind of framed him. And as Demetrius was still like kind of on his knees, just ate a fucking knee right to the face. You know?
Wow.
Yep. It is what it is. It's pretty nasty, but the difference, I guess, in the rules for the organizations. What do you think about that though? Like, do you have a problem with like stuff like that with like the downed opponent, the knees or soccer kicks, shit like that? Pride used to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other organizations do it, but UFC doesn't do it.
It's tough because in the heat of the moment, it's kind of hard to control yourself if you see an opening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you go into savage mind frame, and sometimes but you can't really control yourself. But yeah, I'm talking as if I'm a fighter.
Right.
I don't know. I think I find it more. It's almost like how jiu-jitsu
Hey, get closer
tries
to
to
the mic.
make. It's kind of like how jiu-jitsu makes the rules. Damn, I messed this up. How they make rules against certain things, like as far as the heel hook.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, especially black belts. Like they should. I get it's for the safety purposes and everything like that, but I feel like those more experienced should hopefully, during competition or whatever the case, use care and using those submissions instead of just freaking breaking it. Like, because there's a point now where you get in jiu-jitsu and you're skilled enough to be able to know when the thing's gonna break or what's the level of submission. But so as far as like kneeing somebody in the face while they're down, like, man, I think it's part of fighting.
It's part of
Right.
fighting.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
It is.
That's how I feel about it.
But you could really mess somebody up doing
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that aspect as well.
To me, if anything, like the soccer kick is maybe a little more kind of a controversial, just because I mean, that's basically, just straight up flat kicking somebody in the head when they're on the ground.
Yeah, but what's the difference between that and like a crow cop kick to the head while standing? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly, and that's true too. You know what I mean? I don't see a problem with the knee because, like you're saying, it's a part of fighting. You know what I mean? It happens, so you have to defend yourself in those situations.
And the amount of money you're getting paid for it, like, and what the rules are, what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of a weird one, right? Because you look at like boxing, and you look at the amount of money they get paid to box, and that's just strictly, hand-to-hand striking. You know what I mean?
It's almost hard to think though, like which one is more brutal, because you have somebody getting punched repeatedly, hundreds of times during a particular match, and you have a guy getting hit twice, got knocked out in MMA. Like, it's a little bit of a different aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you look as far as history, right? You've never had a fighter die in the UFC ring or in the UFC octagon. You've never had a fighter die because of a UFC fight. You know, but boxing matches, they've died, because of the match and stuff. But again, it's like you said, like over time, repeated training of just hitting each other in the face and the head over and over and over again, compared to like with us with jiu-jitsu, right? You can roll hard and it's catch and release on some stuff, right? Or even if you get it and you're holding it, like you said, the longer you do it, the more you understand or know, like if you're in a position to either have to tap or you're in a position where you're going to finish that other person. So part of that's in your hands, right? Like in our gym, if you wanted to just break somebody's arm, if you got them in a really good arm bar, if you don't let go, you're going to break their arm. But it's on you to like let go of it, or, to stop applying more pressure at some point, right?
And if they never tap?
Yeah, if they don't tap, snap. Then I'm a Paul Harrison, right? Paul Harris.
That's like Annie, rolling with Annie. She's so flexible in her shoulders and everything, right? And it's like, if I try to omoplata her, I'm like already so forward, like on the mat, but her shoulders like way flexible, and I can't even omoplata her. And pain doesn't show on her. Pain doesn't show until it's like too late and it's hurt. You know what I mean? Whereas like you can start to feel the pain depending on the arm bar or whatever the case may be. Yeah, she's got weird shoulders like that.
But to like thinking, to get back to the whole idea of like UFC fighters should probably get paid more, right, for what they do. You know what I mean? Because they're fighting. It's an entire fight, right? It's not just boxing. When you look at the money that boxers get for what they do, for their profession, MMA fighters are so far behind in that aspect. You know what I mean? They probably do deserve. They definitely deserve more somewhere in the long run, or even right now. But you look like Ngannou win the championship, right? So Ngannou's a heavyweight champion. All the talk is John Jones being the guy, but John Jones is like, he's not even one to step in the ring unless he's getting paid at least $10 million.
Pay me,
Which you have all the right in the world to ask for that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you probably should get it. If Conor can get the $100 million for boxing, if Conor can get what he gets for every one of his fights, if all these other guys can do it, why shouldn't John Jones get that much to fight Ngannou? Because there's a lot on the line. You know what I mean?
That pay-per-view will sell, man.
It will really sell.
Especially if Conor's status is going down.
Yeah.
He can't command the kind of pay-per-view that you used to.
No, but I mean, you look at Conor and Poirier this summer. That's going to be a huge selling pay-per-view. That's the third match between them. But yeah, again, like you put Ngannou, who right now, like with him winning the title, with his story and with everything about him, like fucking cash cow for that company. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a dream come true. You get a guy like that to win the heavyweight title. He's got several years that he could dominate. You know? And you look at what's...
He's a beast.
Yeah, he is. Stipe, for what he did to be up to this point considered the greatest heavyweight of all time. And, even the fights with him in DC, this is the second fight with Ngannou. You look after the second fight and what Ngannou does, and man, that's the scariest dude in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that dude's fucking scary. I wouldn't want to fucking fight that guy at
Yeah,
all.
no, for sure, man. Jeez. And even look at like Ben Askren, man.
Mm.
I think he was saying that his payday for boxing, what's his face?
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
It's going to be
is-
his biggest payday
Yeah, it's
ever.
gonna be his
Yeah.
biggest payday ever.
I wonder why. I wonder how that is. Like, how do they generate more money than MMA?
Because of the amount of views from the social media side.
Yeah.
But I feel like MMA has grown so much, and if you look at the amount of MMA fights versus boxing matches that they at least put on TV, like it seems like it's a whole shit ton more.
I agree.
It's a controlled environment, right? Because UFC, they own everything. They own the promotions, they own the fighters, and they can control everything, including down to the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
So they can they can say we only want to pay you this much.
The UFC promotes the UFC.
Right.
The fighters are a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, you look at even like the way they advertise, right? Every event is UFC 260, UFC 265, and then it's Jones versus Ngannou or Stipe versus Ngannou. It's the UFC and then the fighters. Whereas you look at the boxing, it's always, you know, Mayweather versus whoever, and they're promoting those names more so than the company themselves. The UFC gets the biggest piece of the pie. They don't pay out very well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, they don't like to pay
Yeah.
out. Which, hey, it's up to them, right? I mean, that's their
Exactly.
organization. As long as you got guys that want to fight for less money,
yeah,
you're going to have an organization like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you also look at it, and if people think that that's still the premier organization to go to, you'll have people that are hungry enough to want to get there. So
yeah,
they don't have to worry necessarily about it as an organization, but as a whole, you would like to see the fighters get more of that pie, right?
Yes.
You know? But it is strange, you know, and I think, so like you're saying, UFC is more niche, you know what I mean? Now, we don't watch that social media bullshit, right? Like, I don't watch Jake Paul, I don't watch fucking any of that shit, right? But the millions of people, younger people that watch YouTube or that grew up in the social media era that don't watch boxing or don't watch MMA or don't do the things that, you know, we and the people that we know and the older people, what we're used to, it brings a whole new crowd to this boxing match.
sure.
You know what I mean? So, and it also comes to pay structure, right? Because if they're doing the event, they can dictate how much they want to get paid, if as long as it's based off that amount of sales, right? We can take as the main events, we can take a higher percentage because we don't have this huge company promoting us. We're not under a contract.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you can definitely command more money. You can make more money. You're not under the restrictions of being under that UFC umbrella or being under a strike force or like boxing WBO or whatever, you know, Elemental P, whatever the fucking, there's like 8,500 of them, you know what I mean?
So many, right?
Yeah, and in a promotion like that, if Jake Paul decides to step back or step down, or Ben Askren decides to step down, then they're screwed, you know. But in the UFC, if the champ or the contender wants to step down, they'll just put the next guy in.
Yeah, next
you
man up. And, you know, the UFC, like, they do a pretty good job of usually putting together good fights, right? I mean, most of the cards always have good fights. It's not like boxing where you get one good fight and then you get 4 fights that nobody gives a fuck about. You know what I mean? Or like the first 2 hours of a boxing pay-per-view is bullshit. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about that. All they want to see is Tyson, or all they want to see is, you know, Triple G or whoever. It doesn't matter. You know, insert boxing star here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And you don't get those fights. You don't get the Fury versus Wilder fights very often, and you don't get the Fury versus Anthony. What's his name?
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. I almost said Johnson, but yeah. So you don't get those fights very often. In the UFC, man, you can look like you could name John Jones versus Stipe, John Jones versus 5 guys. That would be great fights. Stipe versus 5 guys, Ngannou versus 5 guys. You know, like. And those matches a lot of those are more realistically chances of happening than in boxing.
Yeah.
But they also promote their fighters different, you know. I mean, boxing, you can go 20 fights without fighting somebody that's like a legit competitor, because it's all about building up the name of the fighter, building up the brand and the confidence of this guy. So he has a bigger record, right, that sells more whenever he finally takes that fight with the money guy. The UFC, man, you can be 5 fights away from fighting
for the title.
Yeah, for the title, or fighting a number of guys that, hey, I'm undefeated, this guy's undefeated. We might not even be fighting for the title and be fighting each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's goods and there's bads of it, because if you look at the pay structure for boxing, the cream of the crop definitely get paid more, even these days.
Yeah.
But the up and comers, they don't make shit either, though.
No, they don't.
You know.
Yeah.
So you look at it from a medium perspective. I think that the UFC is pretty competitive, but then the top boxers blow away the top UFC performers or fighters.
Right.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think what was it? What was McGregor's first boxing match with Mayweather? How much did he get paid?
100 million.
100 mil.
100 mil.
Yep.
And Mayweather made the same.
No, I thought Mayweather made 300.
Well, yeah, at least the same, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm sure he made more. But yeah, I mean, and, you know, and that was something that they were saying when McGregor was saying that, they were like, no, that's not going to happen. And he was just like, 100 mil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's not going to happen. 100 mil.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Well, maybe 100 mil.
And it happened.
Well, I don't. 100 mil. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And so it's like you can't do that in the UFC. You know what I mean. You can't do that in MMA right now at all. Like, there's fighters that go to Bellator that make more money because they get off that UFC contract to go to Bellator. However, you also see decline in skills. A lot of those guys don't go to Bellator and become some phenomenal dominant champion.
Right.
They start just being in the same crowd with these guys. So is it the organization or is it the motivation? What is it exactly? You get the money, great, but now you're fighting in a different organization and you're another part of the crowd. You're not.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
It seems. I mean, okay, so the trend is that people kind of retire out of the
Right.
UFC and go fight these other circuits, so
It's
they're
like-
no longer in their prime.
It's like moving to Florida.
right. And then you get some dude like Michael Chandler, man, and he's gonna make some waves in the
That guy's
UFC.
a
Dude.
beast, man.
Jeez. So
Dude, do you think he's going to get the title?
yeah, I think he's gonna take it.
Dude, he's gonna hold on to it.
I
too.
think he's gonna take it.
I'd love to. I mean, I hope Oliveira wins, dude, because I love Charlie Olives, man. I love that dude.
he's good, man.
I think that guy is deserving of it because just watching him, and as long as he's fought in the UFC, the amount of time he's put in, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's what he came from. He came from being solely a ground fighter and had not very good stand-up to where now he is a complete fighter and he looks amazing, you know? So I'd love to see that guy win, but shit, Chandler's a beast.
Yeah, man, he's just like a ball of rage. You know,
There's no wrong answer there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wins that fight could definitely or is definitely deserving of being a champion.
I personally would have liked to see Chandler fight at least one more time before he got a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, man. Poirier didn't want to fight him.
For rightful reasons, man. You take the biggest payday of your life to go fight Conor, right?
Yeah, I see it
Red panty night.
from a financial standpoint, but it wasn't like he wouldn't have made decent money.
No,
Chandler
but
either.
so he puts himself though in the situation. If he wins the fight, he still gets the next title shot, no matter what. If he loses the fight, obviously things change, but he still collects the biggest payday that he's had.
Right, his family said.
You know, so he's good there. Plus, that's honestly that fight sells more. That fight sells more than him fighting Oliveira
Yeah,
or
I
him
think
fighting Chandler for the belt. You know what I mean?
if McGregor loses to Poirier, then I think that McGregor's chances of being the cash cow are kind of over.
Done.
Yeah.
And that dude's already so paid, though.
Rightfully
Yeah.
so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, like, he's done what he's done. Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Mike,
Oh, shit.
Mike
It is.
Dibb.
What's up, man?
Where you at, bro?
are you at the door?
Are you outside?
Yeah,
I'll be right there.
Hang on a second. We'll be there.
What's that?
Are you at the front door? He said yes.
No, I don't know what house, which number it is. I
Oh.
don't see your car anymore.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not even here anymore.
Oh, where?
No, I'm just kidding. And he dropped me off.
Oh, okay. What's the number? 14560.
Yeah, Three's coming outside right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Twee stepping
Okay.
out.
Okay. Yeah, we're here now.
There it is. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
It is.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Snap! We get to talk to the owner of the chair.
The owner.
Chair owner. He's gonna come in like, wait a minute, what is this? Oh yeah, by the way, we record all every single piece of this time that you're here. We tend to record it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how this shit
House
goes.
rules, man.
House rules.
Everything is recorded.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I had something kind of weird happen this week. So fucking I always go to my fucking weed shop, you know, every week. What's up?
Okay.
This week I went though, and like there's somebody that works there that you see, you know, as you go in, you see all the same people, right? I've seen this dude there a few times, talked to him. He's helped me, you know, get all my shit and ring me up and everything. And I went in this week, and he fucking had like cut his hair, chopped it all real short. He was wearing fucking like long dangly earrings.
Wow.
He was wearing a blouse.
A blouse.
And like a fucking
Blouse.
a game.
Shoulder pads and shit
Yeah,
too.
right. And he said he was wearing like a little pullover cardigan on top of it.
Uh-huh.
So I tell you, I think my weed dealer's fucking transitioning, bro.
Wow.
He's changing.
Damn.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that was just, and I felt kind of bad because I was like there trying to do my shit, pay for it, and then like I looked over and I was like, whoa, wait, what? So then I'm like,
Bill?
yeah, right.
What up? What up?
Okay.
And I'm
Come
like,
on in, yeah.
get your ass in here, come on in.
Come on in.
Man,
Here you
never been on a podcast before.
Yeah.
Man.
Pull up a chair. There's a chair over there. Hey, Three, can you grab a couple chairs? Oh, there we go. There we
Man,
go.
Christina's about to be on a podcast.
Oh, damn.
Dropped you off too? You didn't stay with Daddy? Okay. Are we live?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
live.
we're
We're
live.
We
going.
live. Okay.
We're going.
Okay.
We're going.
We're gonna share with the world.
Can we?
Yeah, you can do whatever the.
man.
I
Do
just
whatever
I'm
you
out,
want, man.
Hey,
That's all I'm
cheers.
saying.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Matter of fact, Chris was just telling us this weird experience he was having at his weed shop.
Yeah.
And the whole time he was telling the story, I was like, you think that's weird? Like, I was going to ask Rolo, like, how'd it feel to get molested in Mike's sleep chair? And shit.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah. he
Wait
was
till the
talking
pictures
about-
come out.
Yeah.
Wait till the pictures come
I want to
out.
see
right?
the evidence, man.
Yeah, he was saying that he woke up with his fly unzipped and shit. So, you know.
His pants around his ankles.
Right.
Why you get me like that?
It's like,
Right.
I don't know why there's a need for ankle restraints,
Right.
man.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he was willing.
I believe it.
He was like the first one to say, "Where do I sign up?"
For sure. No, he was out like a baby.
I can't believe how fast I fell asleep, man.
They all are,
Fell asleep
man.
so fast.
They all go
Yeah.
out like a baby.
It was funny. He's like, because he has like these double doors, and when I woke up, like he was vacuuming the fucking hallway.
He was asleep for like an hour. I was like, I had shit to do. I was like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And I came back, and he was out like a light.
Nice.
Hey.
Wow. Is it the music or what is it? That
It's a lot of different things. It is a combination of
you get hypnotized?
of sound waves and magnetic fields that it's like you're sitting on a subwoofer, but you're not sitting on a subwoofer. It's called a transducer.
Hey, talking to the mic a little more.
There we go.
Not used to talking into a
It's all
mic.
good. Do me a favor and keep this thing about 6 inches away from your face, like a fist.
Gonna teach me. So it's like you're sitting on a subwoofer and an amplifier, except the transducer was developed by a neuroscientist, and with the intent to create a chair that would induce a meditative state. And that's exactly what it does. It puts you on another planet.
Wow. Do you have the ability to implant subliminal messages while they're in this trance?
Why do you think I'm sitting here and Rolo's standing over there?
You came in and Rolo just got up. I mean, he literally just got up and gave you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all yours. The floor is yours.
And he's the brown belt.
Right. Oh, that's a good point,
damn.
right?
Just saying. He's giving up his chair to blue belts.
Dude, Mike's got mind control over Rolo.
Damn, this shit does work.
Rolo be like, yeah, when Mike leaves, I be talking again.
Just wait till that motherfucker leaves.
Right? That's my bike, punk.
So, when you actually sit in the chair, you can listen to music. You can listen to their pre-made tracks that the company who designed that developed the chair. She can't have beer.
Oh, no beer?
No beer.
The
Hey, you got her under control too?
Yeah, man. Everybody.
Get in the chair.
And I just picked up the chair from Professor Leslie and Professor Andrews today.
Oh, damn. That's the last time Professor's tapping you out.
It's like that movie's Us.
No, I was remember
It's gonna be a
before I
brown
was
belt,
dyeing
quick.
my belt to get promotions, but not anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to be brown belt quick, right?
Oh man, he might be the professor soon.
You see that movie? Is it Us? I think where the guy gets hypnotized by the white family, and then now all of a sudden, like they're putting white people's souls in. It's supposed to be a scary movie. You never
No.
seen it? All right,
Man.
that's what it sounds like.
Well,
Putting white people's souls in things.
So the cool thing about the chair is, or one of the cool things is, you can turn on just a single frequency. So if you wanted to listen to like 40 hertz or 50 hertz or whatever you want, for Christina, 50 hertz. If she sits in the chair and we put on 50 hertz, it'll be in the earphones and playing throughout through the chair. It will make her pain, like joint pain, completely go away.
No way.
Like gone.
Wow.
Like
I have myalgia, so I have random joint pain that has no reason.
and constantly all the time.
Yeah.
If she sits in that, it relieves that pain.
and so it's just like
the
it's,
gout.
I know, dude. I'm going to put that shit to the test, man.
but yeah, so
What's-
it's just from the frequency though, like that's what it causes.
So what's happening is the sound waves they must be disrupting the pain signal, whatever that pain signal in her body resonates with, like 40 hertz or 50 hertz. Another interesting thing about the chair is they just did studies with rats, but they're doing clinical trials with humans now where
Wait. That chair is animal tested?
yes, not that chair, but one of them.
You're the animal that
But-
they tested on. He got you first.
But in rats, they were able to, at 40 hertz frequency combined with 40 hertz light frequency, they were able to drastically eliminate the plaque, and I believe it's tau, T-A-U, that causes in humans Alzheimer's. So they're, in rats, able to reverse the effects of Alzheimer's by exposing people for an hour, or they were exposing rats for an hour, I believe it was an hour a day, and it ended up clearing out the plaque in the brain that causes
Wow.
Alzheimer's. So that could be a huge development.
Wait. How do you tell though? I mean, like, it's not like you can talk to the rat. Like, you know me now. You know me now.
Yeah, I remember you. I remember this fool.
So through CAT scans of the brains.
That's awesome though.
Pretty
Okay,
cool.
so
It's cool stuff.
does it come with a manual that tells you like what each frequency is supposed to do?
So they have hour-long, 30-minute long, and 15-minute long sessions where you can sit in a chair and listen to that soundtrack for 50 minutes, and it's designed to the frequencies that are played. It's layered music. So there's an underlying tone that's what's having the physiological effects on you, and then there's the other music is there to just distract you. So
I feel like these guys are skeptic. Like next time we bring.
Let's bring the damn. Let's go get the damn chair right now.
Yeah, bring the chair over. We fucking. We'll turn tomato cans into a fucking sleep chair session. You know what I mean?
I will admit.
We can all violate Rolo then.
Yeah, for sure. On camera.
Here's the thing. Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, it'll knock me out. But like, what I'm skeptical about is like I don't want to wake up and start liking dudes and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You'll never know.
Rolo, why do I always have a hard on when you're around, man?
Power of the chair, bro. Power of the chair.
I haven't noticed anything like that, but
That's what I'm saying, though. Do they have these frequencies down to a science? Because
have you guys ever seen it was a episode of Joe Rogan's podcast where they had a table and then they had sand throughout all over the table,
And
then
they played the music.
frequency.
Yep. Yeah.
So
And it goes into patterns.
It creates that's doing the exact same thing to your body,
Right.
essentially.
So it's just resonating the certain frequency. Whenever it resonates,
It's resonating.
It stays in tune
with something in your body. It's almost like someone's plucking at your nerves.
the heartstrings.
It's no joke. Like some of the tones when you hear them, it just, you can feel nerves in your body like reacting to it.
Right.
It's really,
That's cool.
it's a very pleasant feeling. I equate it to being orgasmic.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he actually made a sexual reference about
He
it
said the
earlier,
same
too.
thing.
He said it was tantalizing.
He said that he
It
peeked.
really is.
Yeah.
It really
And
is.
then he said that he woke up with his zipper down.
Well,
So,
he
I
said
mean,
that he peeked out the side of the blindfold and like your nuts were on his arm and shit. So I don't
said
know if
there
that
was
was
a-
his nerves or whatever.
He
man,
said he
but
felt a nice
His
warm
skin
feeling
is
on his
so
chest.
soft.
I don't, yeah. Nice warm
it feels
feeling.
an awful
running,
lot like
running
being
down-
teabagged.
Hey, it works, right? We call it in the name of science.
That's
you know?
right, man. That's right.
That's cool, man. I got to try this chair out though, for real.
So the one of the cool things, just listening to music. So I love music in general, but to listen and actually feel the music as opposed to just hearing it through and absorbing it through your ears and that's it. To feel like a really good song, or to feel some of the stuff is like a symphony playing, like to actually feel like a violin. It's a different way of experiencing music altogether.
Can you like add tracks or change? Like, can you put songs that you want into it?
Absolutely. It's just an audio jack plug-in. And
Now, if you do that, can it still hit those certain frequencies off that music?
yeah.
No shit. Now that would be cool.
So the
yeah.
range, I believe, is down to 5 hertz, all the way up to like 100,000 hertz.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Use it safe?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so the only cautions are people who have pacemakers. It can cause issues. So people would have to get a note from their doctor saying that they could.
What made you decide to want to get this chair, man?
Well, it's a really weird story because, well, we're working on opening the wellness center where we're going to do alternative therapies. We're going to have hot water immersion therapy, cold water immersion therapy, ice baths. We're going to have compression therapy where you put on, it's like a whole body sleeve, essentially. It compresses with air, pushes blood around your system.
Nice.
It's really good. Like after like an open mat, it's fantastic.
Chris was wondering if you were going to do like a float tank.
Mm-hmm.
We are, that's definitely one thing I would like to do. Right now, though, Rollo was telling me that the comic book store's moving into
Fuck those guys, man.
Into
Let's go
the
rough
old
them up.
bowl, which is
Oh,
where
no shit.
we wanted to have that double space where we would have been able to have a float tank. The thing with the chair is everyone who says that or everyone who's been in it has said that they feel like they're floating. You feel like
In the chair.
in the chair, yeah. You feel like you're floating. So, anyways, I was looking into, or I said to Christina the one night that I said, wouldn't it be cool to like listen to or feel music? Like, I wonder if it would be cool to like to build a little pod or something that you could sit in and listen to music. You know, that you'd kind of be without any ambient sound coming in. And she's like, there's got to be something like that out there. So I looked it up and I just did a little bit of research and came across this chair. And I reached out to the guy and he ended up calling me. He's like, I said, is there anything in Phoenix? And he said, no, there's one unit or one chair that the Diamondbacks have that they use for their mental wellness program for their athletes. And he said, the other one, there is one up in Sedona. He said, this lady had bought one or was going to buy one that she was testing, and they never opened because they had because of COVID.
Right.
So he said it's just sitting up there. So I was like, I'll go get it, and I said, we'll test it out, and if you guys want to, or if we end up buying it, then I won't have to ship it back. But I was going to ship it back to him if we didn't want it. But I sat in it. Christina sat in it first and listened to a song. The reaction on her face when she was sitting in it, just feeling the music, was like her favorite song. It was pretty amazing to see.
Wow.
That's cool.
So even just to listen is a cool way to experience music. But a couple other uses that they're using it for are people who are deaf. They're setting it up at concerts so they can go and listen, and they would just feel the vibrations. They'll feel the music as opposed to hearing it.
Wow.
Right.
So there's people who are deaf. There's people that are. It's great for people who have autism. So
Damn, that's awesome.
yeah,
man.
it's pretty cool.
Can't wait to try it.
I know, right?
Man.
That is a lot better experience. That it sounds like hearing it from you than hearing it from that guy.
So 1 hour in the chair is equivalent to 4 hours of REM sleep.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
when you get out of it, you're like, God, like Leslie was saying when she got out, she said she just felt completely energized. Like she had, like she's like, I feel rested, but I feel like I have a ton of energy. It like charges you almost like a battery.
Right. You want a beer? Or you need another one?
I'm good.
Have you come across anybody that hasn't like fell into the trance?
Christina had when you listen to the audio tracks that are designed for the chair, she doesn't have the same experience that I have, which is just incredibly great experience. She feels because you have a mask that goes over your eyes, but you can open your eyes. There's like little holes inside the mask. So you can actually have your eyes open, but you can't see anything. So you're basically taking away all your senses.
Mm-hmm.
And she can't smell or taste because she had COVID. So she literally has no senses. So
okay.
it's real.
Wow.
Freaks her out.
Still.
Yeah, like 4 months later.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
So yeah, it hasn't returned. So for her, it's like almost scary because it's like it's a pretty intense experience.
Yeah, because with her, all her senses are deprived. Right?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like it's like
Touches over
It-
from the vibration.
yeah, it's this real some of the tones are real deep, like bass, and it just you can feel it go right up through your body.
Oh man. Probably like
And then they'll do like
MDMA. Exactly.
they'll do like a frequency sweep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feel the bass drop.
All of a sudden, the bass in your body is like, oh man.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, if you like if you like music that has a lot of bass, the chair is like phenomenal.
So what does this thing look like?
It's ergonomic.
Because I know,
I got a
like,
picture of it.
Chris's dad has this egg chair thing, and this is what the picture I have in my mind right now.
Yeah,
Kinda
and that's
in this
what, like
little
you were
capsule.
talking about a chair that you could sit in and just be basically fully absorbed in the music.
Ain't like that. It's
Yeah.
wide open. It's like a.
Does it massage your back and stuff like that?
Nah, it's super simple. S-shaped kind of chair.
Really?
Yeah.
So my pops has like it's literally like an egg, right? And you sit inside
I've
it,
seen those too.
and then it's just all speakers inside it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So it's like you sit in it and you can play music in it, and like all surrounding you, the whole thing is just speakers. you know what I mean?
Ironically, that was my idea
Right.
originally to begin with.
When you said that, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I've sat in that thing since I was a kid, man.
So
Those
that-
thing I used
so
to
that's
play
been
video
arrived.
games on that.
I didn't come across anything like that. Just music for me is super powerful. I've always loved it. I'm not musically inclined at all, but I can appreciate good music, whatever
Right.
it is, like, from all genres, which is why like just to sit down and listen to anything that you enjoy, it's just like, it's really pleasant.
Mhm.
What else are you trying to have in there, though? It's not just that, right? Like, are you having saunas and stuff?
So, yeah,
Sauna.
yeah.
So we're gonna do infrared saunas,
Ooh, nice.
and we're gonna have, I think, 2 sound chairs. The idea with the sound chairs is we're gonna, just anybody who's the mental health community, we would want to market to them, because and literally an hour in the chair, or even like 15 to 20 minutes in the chair, is you get out and your stress is noticeably, it's like you're getting off the mats. Like,
Super therapeutic. Huh?
yeah. So I liken it to, the relief that I get, from the time you walk into jiu-jitsu to the time you leave, like just completely relieved from all stress. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
What other therapies are we going to do? We were thinking of having massage,
Okay.
like having like one of those killer massage chairs. One of the reasons we wanted to do that was, how many parents are out sitting in their car,
Yeah.
waiting for their kids to get picked up.
Mhm.
I think that,
Oh, that would be kind of huge from there, huh?
yeah, I mean,
Right
10,
beforehand,
yeah, you got it. There's a lot of,
bro.
there's a lot of people.
Get in here, Rollo. Get in here.
Yeah, man, come on, get a mic,
That's
man.
all right, man.
I'll let you.
We'll protect you from this, man.
I'll let you.
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah.
You got to give him the command. Get over here.
You won't be able to hear me much.
Massa.
Massa.
Man.
Well, hey, welcome to your first podcast, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
So
Yeah.
you guys were.
Thanks for having me.
You guys were where, downtown?
What was that place? It was the Mill House or something like that. I think it was. It was downtown. It was like First Street, and really cool.
Coopertown.
Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
over by over by Cooperstown.
So it was a really, really unique setup. It was built. The perimeter was built with shipping containers, and then the center was like a big concrete slab, and with like big vaulted ceiling, and it was all open. It was open to the outdoors. There wasn't like so it was just this big roof over the center of these. And then each shipping container had little restaurants that you could go, like a food, like a food truck.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I was thinking it would be an awesome place to have like jujitsu. Like if they ever leave the spot they are, to do something like.
How far is that though? You said?
No, not down there really. Yeah. I was just saying if they were to build something, that would be pretty cool. Because I know Professor was talking about at some point wanting to do
DeBoer
like
Island,
a big pole barn type.
He's been talking about DeBoer Island
dude,
since day one.
We've all been talking about DeBoer Island since day one,
I
man.
think that's a dream at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
right.
Yeah.
If you look at being a gym owner, I'm sure it's like it's a responsibility that you're still having to fully take part in day after day after day. So it still becomes work, you know. But the Boa Island, man, you pick and choose, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're just freaking training,
Yeah.
you know. So that is the ideal.
That would be the best option, right?
Where would the best location be?
Puerto Rico, right next to Danaher's place.
Right.
Exactly.
Danaher's got a place down there.
Yeah, they all
Hell
moved
yeah,
down there.
man.
Gordon Ryan's down there. Danaher's down
The
there.
whole death squad.
Yeah, the whole death squad moved to Puerto
Oh,
Rico.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, New York had too much regulations. They said fuck it,
GSP
you know?
was down there training with him.
Yeah, I heard that.
But yeah, they moved down there. That would be a sweet spot to be in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? And we'd have gym wars all day, every day.
Every day. Every day.
You
We
know what I mean?
We lose.
send those
All
guys
day, every day.
to use your sleep chair so that we can hypnotize those
We
guys.
got mind control over them.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could. I feel like it hypnotizes me, puts me on another planet.
Yeah.
If you take like an edible,
man.
if you take an edible
Excited to find
before,
this chair.
my
No, right?
God, you know it's a wild ride.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be very fun, actually.
Yeah. I don't know about an edible. I'll take
There might
a
be
couple
some
shrooms.
mushrooms. Yeah, right?
Oh, well,
That's what I'm about, man.
hey, that works.
Yeah, definitely works.
I'm curious what that would be like.
Yeah. Hey, if you
let's find out.
As I say, if you ever want to find out, we'll
These days, man.
Tell me when.
we'll just say when.
Man.
We just gotta record it.
Oh yeah,
Okay, we'll do it live on the
that's
podcast.
gonna be that'll be a definite
Just in the
Tomato Cans
background,
episode.
you know,
Yep.
somebody in the background
Mm-hmm.
laying in that chair all shroomed up.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll be the first
guinea pig.
tester. Yeah, I'll be guinea pig number one. For
Well,
sure.
so what's interesting is it activates your third eye. So you're sitting there and you're just looking at all types of geometric shapes and just
Man.
and that's for me it'll do that whether I've smoked or not.
Okay.
It just does that.
Oh
Wow.
man. Okay. Speaking of third, hey, do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts. I don't know.
No. All right.
I think that there are. I definitely think that there are different dimensions than we're aware of.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's like you said. That's what. Speaking of the third eye, you know what I mean. That's why I was asking, because it definitely is a door, right? You know what I mean.
I can't think of a better way to describe it.
Yeah.
Or a window. Like the other night, the experience I had was
All right, give me the mic for this one.
it was almost. I was like dreaming, so I was completely awake because I was aware of what I was seeing. I was seeing like you see in a dream, where you see in images, right? And I was having these images, but I was like, I'm definitely not sleeping because I'm aware that I'm like having this thought right now. And I can't describe what the images were. I just remember, seeing them and they were just flash. It was, the
like
weirdest things.
lucid dreaming almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was from the sex chair.
Yeah.
The chair, just the chair.
Just the chair, man.
Rollo called it the sex chair. I'm sorry.
It was really intimate.
It was.
He called it molestation, but it could be intimate.
I mean, yeah. One man's molestation is another man's intimacy. You know what I mean?
Make sure those fools in the chair.
I can't wait, man. I'm
Yeah, I
excited
want to try that. I definitely want to try it out.
Anytime. So, I guess the idea behind it was, at least the way that it's being used in other parts of the country, they're using it for like corporate wellness, doing corporate wellness events. So we'll probably start doing those. And but anybody, any of our friends from the gym, I'm trying to get the word out that it's available.
So it's still in the trial period for you. You still have the option to return it at this point, or you bought it already?
I haven't paid for it yet, but I'm just waiting for the invoice.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So
Yeah, so that was the one thing I was wondering. Like you were saying, there's obviously not a lot of them out there, right?
there's 400, I think, in 53 or something like
Yeah.
In the U.S. or in the world?
in the country.
Okay.
Wow.
The company's out of I think Wisconsin,
Okay.
or no, I'm sorry, Minnesota,
Minnesota.
and
Minnesota.
I thought you were gonna say Portland, man.
and they
Woke as fuck.
there's not a ton of them. They're expensive. They're not a
Not a toy,
it's not like
right?
a lazy
Yeah,
buying
exactly.
a lazy boy.
Right.
I mean, your insurance will pay for it if insurance will cover it because it's technically like a medical device.
Wow.
Therapeutic.
What kind of sickness do I have to have in order to get my medical to
Anything
cover?
with the nervous system.
Oh shit, dude! Pinched nerves.
Yeah.
I got a lot of those.
Because it's like it's like your systems get out of whack, and this realigns everything.
Okay.
You mind if I ask how much it costs?
Yeah, no, it's like $4,000.
$4,000?
shit.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I'm getting
man.
one next week.
That's not bad.
We need to get 2 for the studio. Hopefully that first sponsorship check
That's
should
what-
pay for our
Yeah.
we should pay for our
We'll
chairs
set
for
it
the
up
studio.
right in the middle, man.
Yes, sir.
I
We'll
gotta
just
get-
sit in them.
Get all these gay thoughts out of my head.
That'll end up. We'll start a podcast and everybody will just sit in the chair.
That's right.
and that'll be it. It won't be
It's-
very exciting.
An hour worth of silence.
Just silence, exactly. It won't be
you
very
can
exciting.
actually you can link them together, so you can link as many as you want together. So you could have all of them on the same track. They'd all be playing the same thing in sync.
we
so-
need this for our fucking DMT Matrix
That's what I'm talking about.
mushroom
bro.
world.
That's like the next level shit.
That is the next level shit.
So think about think about what those sound waves did to that sand on that table.
Yeah,
That's what's going on in you.
yeah.
We all have, like, if you break humans down to like the simplest thing, it's like it's like resonance of matter. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what we are.
And in frequencies, it's going to align somewhere. You know what I mean? There's going to be frequencies that align no matter what. Just some things are different frequencies than others. So
You said earlier something about
MDMA. Yes.
no. I lost my train of thought.
Shrooms. The gay stuff.
No.
Rollo's ass.
Man,
Constantly on the mind.
He
man.
needs this
Constantly.
chair, bro. He needs this chair.
Rollo's ass and chair right now. I don't need it in that necessary order.
What was I saying?
I forget.
Mm,
Too high.
it happens. Yeah, cheers to that.
Yeah, I was looking for mine. You good?
Yeah, you weren't expecting this, huh? Nope.
Welcome to tomato can.
Yeah.
Americans.
Welcome to tomato cans.
That was like the third word that you said today.
So how did you guys get this started? Whose idea was it to get this started?
Them two.
Well, no, I mean, actually, honestly, it started like
all
it
of
started
us.
with the group.
Right.
So just we were chilling, doing like a group, just kind of hang out, eating and drinking, chilling and stuff, and we started talking. The original idea, which we still want to get to, was the original idea was based around us hanging out, cooking food, sitting down, eating, just talking, bullshitting, just like everything, with multiple cameras and maybe some obviously mics to pick up the sound. But we wanted to call it like dinner with the boys. You know what I mean? And that was kind of the initial idea. And then the more we talked about it, one day we were just sitting around talking like, we could still do this. It's a group of us. We all hang out. We like to do this. We should just put it on fucking camera and record it. And just the idea of like the underdogs being an underdog, so like a tomato can. Like the phrase tomato can in like boxing or MMA, right, is basically like the guy that's set up to get beat for the guy to go on. Crushing cans, you're crushing tomato cans. And so it's like the underdog, basically. So Tomato Cans Podcast, we're just a bunch of fucking underdogs. That's just what we do, man. You know what I mean? And I don't know, the pandemic happened. We've been talking about it for a while. The pandemic happened, and we just finally were like, fuck it. Let's just start recording shit.
When did the first one air? Because I think it's almost a year.
It's been a year
It's
now.
all over a year now.
Yeah, it's been a year now. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just the hardest part, not necessarily the hardest, but the thing about it is consistency, right? Like trying to keep doing it all the time and make sure we keep doing it. I mean, life happens. We get stuck doing other shit, but we also don't really have, there's no premise. We just come in, we just fucking do this shit.
Yep.
No
format, just
Yeah.
do whatever, whether it's me and Chris or the whole crew.
We have ideas, we have stuff we want to do. There's always certain things, that we could do and we've been talking about doing with it to keep it going. But I mean, shit, this is, it's fun no matter what.
It's a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Should you guys do it every week, or is it?
We try to.
Yeah, we try to do it every Saturday.
We've been slacking lately, you know what I mean? We just haven't been able to do it. But that's really the idea, right? Is just do it weekly. Keep doing it. We had like Johnny come on. Our last one we actually put out was with Johnny, and he was talking about his business and stuff. And I like that format a lot. I like doing those interview type formats. You know what I mean? Even like this, just learning about like talking about the chair.
Yeah.
Hey, you start your business, you actually get it open, come back on, we talk about the whole
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
And
That'd be
talk
pretty
about
good.
anything and everything you want as far as health and wellness and everything else on top of that.
Do you have a
Jiu-jitsu.
timeline for that?
Timeline for the
For opening up shop?
I would like to have something this year.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year.
Are you still looking within our little plaza?
Well, so I had the design that I had put out, or that I had based all of our numbers on, was having both units. So what I've had to do is scale things back, which is probably not a bad thing, because it's you can always grow into being bigger and better. But I think more importantly, you want the business to be viable. So if the cost, I guess ultimately we've got we've got a lot of costs that we're basically cutting everything in half. So and I'm going to eliminate some of the things that we were going to have yoga. I think we're going to scrap that. I think hopefully by the end of the year, we got to get all the equipment. We'd have to assemble everything. We'd have to build out whatever the unit is.
You need us to lean on those comic book guys, those fucking nerds. I'll go put some pressure on them.
I think they're supposed to move in there actually
Kumite.
pretty quick. But what's nice about it is that the comic book spot has an empty spot next to it,
Dude,
and we're not taking it.
we should fucking challenge him to a fucking D&D
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
winner take
Yeah.
winner takes
My wizard fucking takes your
exactly.
night.
Winner takes all, bitches. If we win, if our fucking squad goes in there and wins in the D&D dungeon, we take
right.
that former DeBoa spot.
Spell cast. Fucking neon soul, bitch.
That reminds me of like that role model movie where those they were like LARPing.
Yeah.
It's like, I killed you. No, you did
In
not.
the park, right? In the park. Yeah.
So we're going from 2 units down to 1, and
You still want to stay in the same area?
I would
though?
like to.
Yeah.
I would like to.
So those guys, are they moving like? So right now it's the 2 old DeBoa slots, right? And then they're next door. Are they gonna move into the middle slot and
I don't
just
know what
make it
they're gonna do.
impossible for you?
Take
Yeah.
both spots.
Fucking assholes, man.
It's certainly not their.
It's the 2 DeBoa spots. Then it's
The
State
nail
Farm.
spot.
Oh, the State
Yeah,
Farm.
State
Yeah,
Farm,
State
yeah.
Farm is State Farm is in
Oh, here,
between.
Look at the empty spot in
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. We're taking the old
The
comic.
corner spot?
Or no, I think I don't. One, that thing's priced like
That's
more
insane.
than more than double what the other.
That's
What?
fucking ridiculous.
Look at
Yeah.
this corner.
Yeah, then all
But you
the
gotta-
windows, all the corner spot, quote
What do you mean?
unquote,
No,
whatever.
That's the corner
But-
where the dance studio is.
It really.
It's
No,
another spot.
not there.
No,
That was
the
already
end-
taken.
you know, the
I
inn
think
that's
there's. I
open?
think there's a school in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, the inn that's open, where we park, like right there at the end. I thought about something like beforehand, same thing, kind of like supplements, like health supplements or like smoothies, shakes, that kind of stuff,
We had thought about doing shakes, but that would have only worked if we had both units.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And
yeah.
same thing, it's like in that area and that corner spot. That's just it's not big enough.
Bro.
And the price, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
get
know.
it.
Those people are
I get a
ridiculous.
tanning salon. Natural light.
Tanning salon.
Yeah.
I'd make a killing just
Right.
like this. You sit there.
Health and wellness. Fuck it. Take this artificial light, bitches.
So here's a.
$50.
This shit's healthy.
We expanded. Just go stand outside.
I'll show you guys something else that we're doing.
Got a box with foil lined.
See this on my. If you can see that on my ankle, that
Yeah.
patch.
What is that?
That's where you should have.
So
Correct.
it's
He got his COVID shot.
it's a new technology that we're going to be selling these. This is going to be one of the things we're going to sell at the wellness center that people will be able to get because you can't get them anywhere else. It is similar technology to the sound chair, but it uses resonant sound waves to disrupt the pain signal from that your body's sending. So you put this on, there's no chemicals, there's nothing. It's resonating it's hard to describe, but
What is it like? What is
it's
it like?
it's
Just
usually
a
like
Band-Aid?
it's like a Band-Aid, but it's like it's got an electromagnetic field. And it is, so this one is a pain blocker. It blocks the pain signal from here. So we got that on because I get ankle locked and,
Does
So
it help? Does it work?
Yeah, I can't feel it.
All right.
So it's disrupting the pain signal. So my brother just had his ACL replaced and no painkillers, nothing, just one on either side. And no, that was it.
You got those on hand?
Man, dude.
Yeah, I have this.
I'm going to put it on my neck.
Is it,
The back of my neck. I swear to
is that a
God.
brand?
So I gave one to Leslie yesterday. She said she had a real bad headache. Gave one to her, and she sat in the chair and she put that on. So I don't know whether it was the chair or the, but her headache was gone after
Hey,
that.
next time I have a gout attack, I'm gonna hit you up, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
You should
man,
go
that-
pick one
Yeah,
up.
you should. You need to get
Keep it
some
on
and just
hand.
to try
Pick one
them.
up, keep it on hand.
Yeah.
Pop it on.
So
Would it help
it's
with,
called,
like-
the company's called Source Wave.
Would it help with like back pain and stuff too? You
Yeah,
think?
yeah, absolutely. So anything with inflammation. So they also have
Yeah, the beer.
ones that disrupt the pain signal, like nerve pain signal. They have them for sleep aids. They have them for
Give me the box and I'll reload the fridge.
Sorry, Mike. We listening.
Yeah, we listening, man.
they have patches for sleep aids. They have them for anxiety. They have them for pain. They have them for mood.
Wow.
Yeah, this company.
And that's just like basically, so it's like a topical, right? You just put it on, and then it or do you have to put
So-
it in specific spots, or
This is you put it right at the pain. But if you had like the ones for anxiety, you can put anywhere on your body. It's this patch. If you think about it, there's a resonance frequency to every single thing.
How long does it last?
So even pain, whatever it is, has a resonance frequency, but it's the same in all humans.
Yep.
And they figured out what that signal is, and this patch resonates that signal, the signal that blocks the pain signal.
yeah.
So like, that's some
Well, and so like Twee said, how long does it last?
48 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So this patch, this patch will last for 48, and I think it's like $1 a patch.
No shit.
Does it, when it sends a frequency to help the pain, does it actually help repair the pain to get better? Or does it just take the pain away, and then when it's done, the pain comes right back? Does it gradually make it better?
You know what? This is the first I've had one on. Okay. This is the first time I've actually put one on. So, and I put it on yesterday. So I don't know. I'm assuming that this, if it lasts for 48 hours, most stuff, swelling and stuff will go down, and you'll be
Like promote, like maybe faster healing.
I think it does. I'm pretty sure that it does.
Okay.
Whammy.
More importantly, who ankle locked your ass?
Yeah, right. So what caused the pain? That's
I didn't tap. I didn't tap. I don't know who. I'm not sure who it was.
Do you have a blue belt?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
Probably Jacob.
does,
that white belt.
does he have a brown belt? Or does he have a blue belt?
He had.
Is he a brown belt with good hair?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't me.
No.
He
No,
catches
it
everybody.
was yesterday morning.
He catches everybody. It's okay.
Who was it? Andrew?
I don't.
Little
I
Andrew?
really don't know.
Little
I don't
Andrew?
know
He
his
catches
name.
everybody.
Blue belt Andrew?
Blue belt Andrew,
Yeah.
little Andrew,
He's a nurse, man.
He's a nurse. He knows.
Like a
He
force-
wasn't little. He was.
Clark Kent.
No, yeah, he's
Bigger.
yeah, no,
He looks like
he's-
Clark Kent.
because Big Andrew
Yeah.
would be Professor.
Yeah.
He looks like Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Really very nice guy. Yes,
Very nice
that's
guy.
little Andrew.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's blue belt with black belt ankle lock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That ankle
Like
lock
his
is back
straight
down
ankle
level.
lock is
But it's only
fucking
the right.
phenomenal. One side.
Yeah.
It's your left ankle.
Yeah.
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 If he gets your left ankle,
that's mine.
you're done. Yep.
At random. But
Yep.
anytime he touches my foot, scramble time.
I don't know if I'm proud to say it, but I've definitely been a part of that from day one of him learning how to do that shit.
Dude, he's good.
Dude, he catches me with that shit all the time. So I learned to start, you got to step with the other foot, right? You know what I mean?
Butterfly.
Yeah, you got to start switching your feet
that's
because he
what I
won't
like.
touch the right side.
Yeah.
If you put your right foot forward, or if you push through with your right foot, he won't touch it. If you put the left foot forward, he'll eat it up.
It's crazy because he can't ankle lock on that other side.
Yeah.
No,
Or he has more. He definitely.
he doesn't want to, or whatever the reason is. You know.
He's not as good. I just showed him the leg drag. It's just as good. So he's gonna be leg dragging people now.
You guys complaining because he don't go both ways.
Dude. No, I tell you what though. Somebody did go up to him and says, "Hey, you gotta do something different. You just can't depend on that." And he told me he seemed kind of sad. I said, "You know what? If I could ankle lock like you, That's my bread and butter, man. I wouldn't do nothing else but get better at that.
Yeah, for sure. Though that's one of those things. Like if you have it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Smoke them if you got them. Shit.
Yeah. He smoked my ankle.
Yeah.
I'm glad. This thing's working. I got him on my foot too. I got him all over my foot.
I need some of those pain band-aids, and I need the chair for like an hour.
Yeah, can't wait to see him Monday, man. So I can tell him.
Do you have a name picked out?
No. No, not yet.
Do you? And you said within like the year, right? Definitely, you'd like to get something open.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you still doing contracting work at the house, like home stuff?
Yeah.
So, how much for some stairs?
Stairs?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I have stairs. I want to redo them. Like if you were gonna go from carpet to redo them, something a little nicer looking. You know what I mean?
Bamboo or something.
Something nice.
Yeah.
Camel. No.
Raccoon.
Yeah. I want to go all right.
It would definitely depend. There's so many different things that you could do. It would entirely depend on that.
Right. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I know. I put you on the spot too.
That really is the truth. I mean, some people, you can do upstairs a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But you know what?
If you equate stairs, like some people's stairs are as nice as Rolo's hair,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure.
and then some people are exactly like Tim, bare bones.
And then,
Exactly. But
Yep.
you know what? I've seen Mike's work, man. It's phenomenal. I see it every day.
Oh yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yep.
yeah, that's all that matters.
I'm really excited about doing something different.
Yeah.
Like it's a new challenge.
Stepping away,
I
right?
feel like with building and contracting, that stuff I've been doing,
How long have you done it?
I've had my business for like 15 years.
You want to plug your business?
No,
No.
no, because since moving to Phoenix,
Yeah.
I'm not really doing business is under that business. I mean, I am, but through I'm a subcontractor. So I'm not really trying to get more business. I'm trying to get out of
Right.
the business.
Trying to get more of these chairs, son.
Yeah, trying to definitely get more awareness for that. I think there's a lot of good that it can do for people. I mean, you sit in it and you're like, if you're somebody who needs to meditate but doesn't know how, it's really good because it puts you there, and you really can. I think do a lot of good. For a lot of people, people who have PTSD, who are having issues dealing with that. How many? I know the military, the U.S. Army's using the chair. I guess they're testing it now. So yeah,
Wow.
So how long have you had this chair now?
like 2 months.
And how?
No, maybe about a month and a half.
About now? How many times have you sat in the chair, bro?
Oh, I'm doing it almost every.
Okay.
I do it every day.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, if I get a chance in the morning, I'll do it for like 10 minutes in the morning. It just freaking charges you up.
How
You're
do
still
know
straight,
in
right?
10 minutes, though. When you hear that music, you can pass out like Rolla said.
So
You
so there's tracks that are 10 minutes long.
and it will wake you
Yeah.
up after 10 minutes.
It-
A frequency that just, we're done.
so
Up.
oh yeah, I mean it. So the cool thing about the pre-made tracks is they bring you down
Okay.
and then they bring you back up
Okay.
and then they bring you back down, and it's like this roller coaster of manipulating the brain. You're the way I describe it to everybody is your body's asleep, but your mind's awake.
That happens to me every night. That's why I can't sleep and shit.
I don't know.
I bet it would help. Well, The reason I asked him because I heard that he was having trouble sleeping,
Yeah.
and he put him to sleep.
That's what's crazy is that's the fastest I fell asleep. It takes me like an hour plus to fall asleep.
You think too much.
Tossing, I'm
Yeah.
turning, I'm thinking.
You're
or
thinking
whatever.
too much.
Yeah, but that freaking chair, I told him, I was like, I've never fallen asleep like that.
It calms your mind down, like whether you want it to or not.
But you're conscious the whole time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
You're like
Not when you're asleep.
you're in it.
It's a trance.
You were not asleep. You were comatose.
I was
He was
comatose.
He was drooling.
I woke up and I was like, what the hell time is it? Like, how many days have lapsed? I didn't know what the hell.
I told him it was Tuesday. He's like, I was like, Rolo, it's Tuesday. He's like, what the-
I gotta get up sometime. I'm telling you, I woke up and he was fucking vacuuming this hallway. I don't know what you're doing. You're walking around.
I was walking into the bathroom.
You know, if it was at my house, I'd put somebody on, and then once they go into that state, I'd say, "Family, come, let's have breakfast."
So the interesting thing, one of the things I've been doing with the kids is, Beckham lost something. He had lost technology,
Okay.
and he said, no video games for the rest of the week or something like that.
Okay.
And he's all pissed off, and I'm like, go. I said, go do an hour in the sound chair, and you can get you can earn them back. And he went in super pissed off.
Yeah.
Sat in the chair, and
It smells like sex in here.
and loved it, and then got out of the chair. His attitude was gone, and he was back to not being pissed off.
I'm gonna tell you.
Does he
man.
still want to play video games though?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't trying to get him to not play video games, but
Wait, video games?
I'm gonna keep my kid on that chair forever.
yeah, if they have Emberlyn, who's kind of little bit of has a little bit of an attitude. She
Turned to a teenager, man.
Yeah.
I put her in the chair, same thing. Like the attitude just
Oh man.
goes away. I mean, my thought was it would be phenomenal if you could get this into schools.
Yeah.
Some of the kids.
Instead of sending them to the corner, send them to the chair.
Yeah,
No more timeout and shit, huh?
All day.
Exactly.
Listen to music. But it's not like your own playlist. I'm assuming that you could.
you can play your
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah, but you have certain songs or whatever for whatever frequencies you're trying to get.
So
Right?
you can do like a frequency sweep. That's how we found out that Christina's pain went away at
That's good.
50 hertz. It's actually like 50 to 70 hertz. That frequency range disrupts that pain signal for her. So it starts out at like 1 hertz and goes all the way up to like 1,000 hertz. And it was going up, and she's like, whoa. She's like, all my pain just went away. And I went back and we figured out exactly what range it was.
That's nice.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Damn, that's insane,
Can I be tapping at the pain while the frequency is going so I know that that's because if I don't move, I'm not in pain. But once I start moving, that's when the pain comes in.
Yeah, you could.
So I would have to be like,
Yeah,
understanding
you're
that.
not. So when you sit back, you put your earphones on, you put the mask on, you sit back and listen to a track, it puts you out. But if you're just sitting there listening to like tones and like there's solfeggio tones, which is just the pure frequency, those tones, you can do like a range. You can go onto YouTube and just find a frequency range, or it's just called a frequency sweep, and then you put that into YouTube, on your phone, and you play it through the chair, and you can go through and get every tone. But then they have like things like binaural beats, which are another type of where they play like two frequencies that are really close to each other, and they play one in one ear, one in the other ear, and it creates like this wave effect. And it's, they've found that some of these binaural beats that, they affect different chakras in your body and nerve centers. And you can, if you go to like the binaural beats for your root chakra, you play that frequency and you'll feel it in your root chakra or your heart chakra.
Feel it, Rolo, in your...
Dude, I was gonna say, I bet there's a frequency you can hit that makes you just like not come. You know what I mean? Just go all night.
Come since.
Right.
Yeah,
Or there's also the frequency that you hit it and just makes you come automatically, right?
I'm sure.
You're
That's
just
the
like,
one you hit.
As you're testing it, you're like, dude, you just never leave that frequency.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It's just like taped down on that frequency. Do not turn down. Do not turn down. An hour. Just set it for an hour. Are you fucking insane?
So this is kind of cool. You can recreate the way the chair makes you feel. So the next day, like after the first time I ever tried it, like the next day I was still feeling that in my system.
It's like heroin, huh?
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I couldn't either.
Allegedly feels like heroin.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
See in between your toes.
Yeah, right.
So what do you do? I mean, like you once you've experienced that sensation, do you just kind of like egg it on to bring it back?
You can almost like think it back into like when you feel it, you'll understand. Like feeling is understanding. It's the only way I can describe it. It's like until you feel it, like once you feel it, you're like, okay, I know, I know what the feeling is.
Then you can kind of almost control it on command.
You're when you're in the chair, like you can feel your nervous system. You can feel the nerves, like consciously if you think about the nerves in your finger, you can feel them
Individually almost.
Yeah. Like you could go finger by finger. It like activates your nervous system. And it's like, I was describing it to Christina the other day. I was like, it's like your nervous system's suspended in your body. And it's like, I was sitting in the chair and it's like, you're kind of like almost vibrating a little bit. And I could like feel as my body moved, I could feel my nervous system like shifting in my body with it. Like it was like I was only sensing and feeling just the nervous system.
So you're in tune with that certain sec.
It was really weird. And for me, like I've never been into meditation. I'm literally just learning about my body.
If you guys have not done like that Wim Hof breathing thing, that was crazy as shit.
Yeah, that shit.
What is the...
Like I'm not like I can't hold my breath for much of anything.
Oh, the
Iceman.
Gracie?
Yeah, like the Hicks and Gracie breathing
Gracie
shit.
breathing?
Yeah.
But on an exhale, I held my breath for over 2 minutes. Annie almost held her breath on an exhale.
Yeah.
Almost held her breath for almost 3 minutes.
And when they say take a deep breath and hold it, don't do that. The exhale, you can hold it longer.
Yeah, but he has this breathing exercise that you do beforehand.
Yeah.
And then
It's all regulated. You keep doing it. Well, that's the same thing with people like that scuba dive, or not even scuba, but like free diving. You know what I mean? Same thing. Just
over oxygenate your system or whatever.
you learn how to breathe a different way, right?
You have more oxygen in your system, but really what you're doing is you're scrubbing your system from carbon dioxide. The buildup of carbon dioxide in your system is what causes that urge to want to breathe.
Yeah.
It's wanting to get rid of that. So when you do the Wim Hof, you're scrubbing your system of that. Now you have more oxygen in your system. You have less CO2, so you can that urge. The buildup of CO2 causes that. It causes the your body's natural impulse to
want to breathe.
To want to breathe. Yeah, that.
Wow, man. But you know, I've heard a lot of stuff about that. You know, the magnetic waves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it makes a lot of sense how it can heal the body. It makes certain part of the body move that forces it to heal itself. You know what I mean? Like certain cells need a little bit of a ass kicking. You need to move.
So
Yeah.
I just finished a book called Breath. It's all about just breathing and the lost art of breathing and the science behind how important it is to breathe through your nose, not your mouth. And it's just a phenomenal book on the importance of nose breathing.
You know, Howard talks about that a lot.
Yeah.
Breathe through the nose.
Yeah.
You know, if you can think about it,
It warms the air, moistens the air that is going into your system. Plus, your brain or your nose is made of the same type of tissue that your genitals are, that your nipples are. Erectile tissue is. So your nose can get an erection, and your nose is directly linked to your
Nose is hard.
to your shit.
Oh yeah, that's how you can smell ass, bro. You dick your heart.
That's where the term dick face came from.
That's the truth, man. You smell ass, you dick your heart. They're connected.
Oh, you needed to be closer to the mic for that one. That should be the title of this episode. You smell ass, your dick get hard.
Oh shit.
It's all attached. I mean,
Bro, it makes sense, man. It makes sense.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Trying to figure out where my wife went.
Yeah, right. You got ditched,
Is she
homeboy.
napping?
What's that?
She napping?
Probably out in the car.
Yeah, you want to take?
No
Should we take a
way.
break? Should
No,
we
let's
like?
take a break. Make
Should we
sure-
take
yeah,
a break?
check on her.
Bring her back.
She can sit on the
Hey.
couch, Ben, or just she
My
doesn't
brother's
want to
wife
hang
is
out.
here somewhere.
Hey, Mike, thanks for special guest.
Yeah.
And glad it's your first time. Congratulations, you got your podcast cherry pop.
Boom.
And,
What
we
an
need to do
honor.
it- yeah, we need to do it again, man, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a good
Yeah.
guy, man.
Yeah.
Now we get to jump you in.
What's that?
Yeah.
You gotta jump me.
What? Huh? Yeah. So hey, we out tomato cans.
Videotape this on Twitter.
Man.
Yeah. But anyways, for sure, man. Thanks
for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up. And all right, guys, let's take a little break. We'll see everybody. We'll talk to everybody later. But tomato cans, we out.
Peace.
Peace.